to another episode of The Feeling is Mutual. And today we have with us our commercial team from Morris. So we always say it's the Team Morris because you guys rock it. You're awesome. So we have Danielle Murphy, who is our branch manager in Morris, and John Funk, who is our commercial loan officer. And John and I go way back. We've worked a long time together. A few years. So we're going to talk about commercial today because I know a lot of people don't understand like the world of commercial banking because it's a little bit different.
It's a lot. It could be overwhelming.
Yeah, it is. And to a business owner, they really rely on that expertise and that knowledge. So John, I'm going to start with you. So what are some typical banks that you work with? Customers.
I guess we work with a whole range. I could go anywhere from someone who needs $10,000 to start up or just getting started all the way up to $5 million. Some examples, I've loaned for investment properties, young people getting into it saying, hey, my dad's been doing this. He told me to spend my money. I can buy this house. I'm going to fix it up and sell it. We go from there to all the way to, I recently had closed on a 52-unit apartment building. In addition, I'm just thinking of some of our clients will do vehicle loans for their, or lines of credit for their operating when they have income that they're waiting for, but they still have payroll and sales taxes and other things to do. They advance on the line of credit and then they pay it down. Term loans for anything for equipment, properties, industrial, manufacturing, retail stores, restaurants.
So we do it all.
We do.
So let me ask you, because from a business owner's perspective, I think when they have that need, they typically want it right away, right? So can you what's the process like from start to closing?
So normally what we do is we'll sit down. It might take more than one time to sit to just get to know the business. We like to go out to the business, learn the story. Everybody's got fascinating stories about how they started their business and why. So once we get an idea of what they're looking for, then you have the financial information. You have what they call a personal financial statement. That's probably one of the first things. That's just a snapshot of what you owe, what you own, what you're worth. So it gives us an idea. In addition to that, we look at tax returns, federal tax returns for personal and businesses. Personal because every loan's going to have someone that's a personal guarantee to that loan, normally the business owner. So tax returns, personal financial statements, their list of all their debts. If they have rental property, their what they call rent rolls, their list of all their rental properties, how much they're bringing in, do they have a mortgage on it, what they owe on it. And then once we get all that together, it goes to our credit analysts, which these guys are phenomenal, great. It's nice when again, the community bank where you're just one phone call away, you can talk about things.
Speaking of teamwork again, Danielle, I think it's important that you come into play here because then you take over.
Yes.
And tell me about the process once John refers his business customer to you.
Right. So a lot of it starts and ends with John. One wonderful thing about working so closely together, especially being in the same office, is that the customers that are working with John have just about all the information sent over to him. So
your work's easy.
Right. It does actually make it a lot easier for me because John has all the important information such as business licenses, the EIN numbers, all of the main components of what creates the business. He is able to forward on to me. But even then, we make it as easy and seamless as possible for our customers. We provide checklists, very detailed information of everything that needs to be at the bank before the account can be opened. We have all of the online products such as online banking. We have our mobile app, so it's quick, easy convenience to be able to view all of your accounts. You can do internal transfers. You could do bill pay. We have options for ACH for wires. If you want to do and initiate your own wires, you could do that at the ease of your own convenience. You don't have to contact
Well, it sounds
the bank.
like there's a
Right.
lot of technology involved, and I know
Yes,
that's one thing
yeah.
that we really pride ourselves in. Right?
And one important thing I want to kind of add on to that is that we do an interview with all of our business customers going into it. So we know what they're going to need to be able to successfully run their business. If they are going to often need coin orders, for change and stuff, that's something that we could prepare ahead of time for. And
And it
that's
makes
great.
a difference, I think, for the customer too, just knowing that you guys know them and what
Right.
they're needing ahead of time. So a lot of moving parts. And so thank you, Danielle and John.
Thank you.
And thank you for watching another episode of The Feeling is Mutual. And we will see you soon.